Welcome back to page 121. Today we're going to take a look at the old Grenadier miniatures that were out in the mid-80s. The two sets I have, Alien Mercenaries and Adventurers. We're going to take a look at these and why they were, why I was excited to get them when I bought them in the 80s and using them on tabletop. I'm also going to show some other stuff that I picked up in the 90s for Traveler of the New Era. They had a lot of minis out then too. So today we're going to take a look at the Grenadier miniatures as well as some of the other ones from Traveler of the New Era on page 121. Okay, the first set we're going to take a look at is the Adventurers. This was released by Grenadier in 1983. It's got a free scenario, game aid, and figure accessories. Unfortunately, the game aid I think is somewhere else in my Traveler collection. It's not with the box set, which means I put it in with my actual books. I'll have to see if I can locate it at some time. So, I'm going to show the figures themselves that came in this set, and then I'm going to show some of the other adventure figures I've picked over the years. So here we are. These are the actual adventurers. These were pretty neat. As you can see, I painted a few of them. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit. So I did paint a couple of these guys, and if you've seen my video on my painting skills, you'll understand they weren't much better 35 years ago. I have used these through the years on the tabletop. I thought this lady came out pretty good. I painted her pink jumpsuit and all. I painted all these guys. This Han Solo looking guy, I've always liked. Gotta wear an orange shirt. Rocking it. So, I just wanted to show that there is a complete set here, and I set them up on each of the corresponding parts and the little layout that you get in the box to show what came in the box. These were out in 83. I've always loved to do tabletop with figures whenever I can. Traveler wasn't always an option because of how scarce outer space stuff was in the early 80s. So I was pretty excited to get my hands on these when I picked them up. I want to say I paid $12 for the box. I know they go for a lot more than that online now. But there you have it. So here are some of these guys. And now I'm going to show some of the other guys I've picked up over the years. And I don't even know where I got a few of these guys. So this is what I keep in the rest of the box with these. All these goodies. A lot of the vehicles are from Traveler of the New Era. This is a two-man speeder that was part of Traveler of the New Era's line. I have little guys that sit in here. I have, as you can see, I've never bothered gluing this up or assembling it. Blasphemy, I know, to a lot of you, but hey, that's just how it is. So there we go. These two guys sit in there. And I've got another speeder right here looking very Star Wars on this one. Bunch of different little guys. I'm not even sure where some of these guys came from. This is a Rel Partha. So at some point, I undoubtedly picked up some set. This, I believe, is some of the newer ones that came up in the 90s. This guy. When this guy came up in the 90s, he was just an Imperial Marine. This is a Grenadier. 1983. This is another guy. Oh, he might belong in the Alien set. I'll check. But as you can see, I have quite a few other guys that I've picked up over the years. Some are 15 millimeters, some are 25 millimeter. It's a Vargear. He might be in the other set as well. This guy, I believe, is from the 90s, an Imperial Space Marine. I've always found these very handy to have in addition to my other sets. A little speeder bike a la Star Wars. Little guy that sits on there and zooms around with it. So, just some goofiness in my collection. I just like to trot them out now and again. I still use them on the table when we play Traveler, because these are my favorites, although I do use some of the Star Wars figures that my son has collected over the years. So, yeah, when you look on my Traveler table, you'll see a mix of these figures and some of the Star Wars stuff. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the next box, which is Alien Mercenaries. The next set that I have, we're going to take a look at, is Alien Mercenaries. This one has the game scenario, starter scenario, game aid, and figure accessories also, which I think I have in with my other Traveler stuff. These are from 1984. So there's the box, and here's what you got inside the box. The one thing I am noticing I'm missing is the body to that one drawing in the upper left corner. But everybody else is here. I know where that other drawing is. It's just not going to be easy for me to get at. He's in storage. So, again, I haven't really painted any of these. And then in the 90s, they came out with, among other things, this nice set of Aslan. The original figures here from the mid-80s, of course, are lead. And then these guys from the 90s are pewter. When they passed that legislation. Here's some alien eggs that I bought somewhere. There's another Aslan. And a guy on a little speeder bike. So, as you can see, if it had Traveler on it, I bought it. I've got a ton of the starships as well from the 90s when those were out. So, that's it for a look at my Traveler minis. I hope you liked it. I know these are still available on eBay. I know that they're horribly expensive. I don't know if anybody's still got the molds to these. If they did, it'd be interesting to find out. And of course, there are plenty of other plastic or even cardboard versions of this out there that you could lay your hands on. But I just kind of like that I have these old ones from the 80s, and I still put them on my tabletop. So that's all I've got today for page 121. If you like what you heard, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.